Jonesy Amanda skirting room floor. Yeah, 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 yeah. The Jonesy Amanda skirting room floor. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here's our cutting room floor.
Yeah. Have you heard the term glossing?
When you're talking about lipstick
No.
glossy magazines,
No.
glossing over facts.
Well, glossing over how unhappy you are at work, that's what glossing means. Pretending to be fine at work when you actually aren't. It refers to the excessive optimism to dismiss difficulties at work, which we often do. We often say, no, everything's fine, when in fact, by glossing, you could be doing yourself damage.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an interesting study. This is a quote. Using this coping mechanism can lead to mistrust, isolation, increased stress and resentment. So this poll found that 67% of workers feel that they work in a toxic environment. 78% of workers don't think their employer is doing enough to address their mental wellness at work, but they don't want to reference it. They don't want to talk about it. Most people will say, I'm fine, and not wanting to stir the pot, because it takes a certain person to call out your office culture for systematic change.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work well for whistleblowers, does it?
No, it doesn't. And maybe that's exactly what part of this is, that people are saying, just stay positive. It could be worse. Everything's all right. But this avoidance means that your mental health doesn't shift.
Yep.
And it means no one's aware that you're struggling. It also means that things that might need to be changed within your office just aren't. So they're saying look out for that. Look out. These are some of the phrases that this is how you might recognize that someone's glossing.
Mm-hmm.
They say to tone down the positive language, like look out for the over-positive language in somebody.
Well,
Love it, everything's fine, they go and cry in their car.
I'm very positive here.
Yeah, but if you would also, you call out what you see.
I do.
And make sure you speak up on a one-on-one basis. Don't just hide your dissatisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Don't dismiss feedback. Get rid of the people-pleasing. That's a big problem I have is people-pleasing.
Yep. So when
normal people, I don't care whether I please you.
Well, I haven't been pleased by you for some time. But when's this happening? When am I going to see this people pleasing?
But remember, we've had these other workplace kind of phrases. So glossing is this interesting one.
Yeah.
Do you remember the quiet quitting? Remember that phrase
That's
came
right.
about?
Yeah, that was after COVID. People would just not show up to work
Or
anymore.
they'd show up to work.
But not do anything.
But they'd do the minimum.
And when I mean not show up to work, they'd show up to work, but they just wouldn't do anything.
That's right. They'd mentally not show up. They wouldn't bring their best self. The practice of doing no more work than one is contractually obliged to. Now we have quit talk. Have you heard of quit talk?
What's quit talk?
This is people live quitting their jobs.
On the ABC, they seem to be doing that a lot lately.
Well, that's the thing.
If only someone could see it.
ABC has a lot of support.
Yeah, I know that you're greasing the wheel for the ABC, but I feel that I can't go back. I can't get a job there.
You know, I'll people please somewhere else.
Because I'm too good to work at the ABC.
Come on, Brendan. I'm about to do a whole lot of stuff with the ABC.
You're great on the ABC.
Quit talk is live quitting your job in a bid to bring greater transparency to the goings-on in the workplace. And have you heard of proximity bias?
No.
She's nice, proximity. As people return to the office, restrictions were lifted, etc. But the negative impact of proximity bias on those who continue to work from home. Oh. So how we feel, I'm reading into that. I think it's how you feel about those that aren't back at the office and are working from home.
How do you feel?
There was a story this morning about a couple of girls on the beach at Bondi and saying, well, if I'm getting the work done, who cares where I am? That would drive me crazy if I was in the office.
It's an interesting take, isn't it? Because when someone says, you go, where's old mate today? And they say, he's working from home. You go, yeah, right, okay. In between mowing his lawns and doing everything else.
All the stuff that the rest of us have to do on the weekend.
Yeah, I don't subscribe
or if the work gets done.
Yeah, but if the work gets done.
Does it matter if you're sitting on a beach or sitting in a cafe all day and patting your dog all day? Does it matter? How can it not, though, rile up people that don't get a chance to do that? How can it not? We're human beings.
I remember when I worked down the Snow many years ago, I was the DJ down at the Snow.
Were you BJ the DJ?
No. And part of that role, everyone got very jealous because at the time, it was 1987, I would get $300 a week in the hand. And also my food and board was covered with.
Wow, that's amazing.
And all I had to do was just be in the nightclub from 6 till I think 3 in the morning, which was a long day, but I have to do a little kids disco as well. But the other people other executives because I was also what they call a blue coat. We all got to wear these blue coats because I was the head of my department. I was the only DJ there.
You're also the lowest of your department.
And so all the other people, like the maitre d' got the shits, and so did the head chef.
Because of what?
Because I was the head of I was part of this
elite
blue
group.
coat team, and they didn't like it at all. So they went to the boss, who quite liked me, because what's not to like? I unlike you, am a people pleaser to everyone. He said, "Oh, go on, leave the kid alone." And they said he's got to be doing other works because they just see me partying on all night with dancing girls and then go skiing all day and just repeat.
I'm with them. I'd be irritated too.
They're paid a lot of money to do it.
Yeah.
So they made me. They said, "Well, okay, he's got to vacuum the nightclub."
Half the stains were his.
And so that was the thing. And I went, and
Yeah.
at first I was
it's
outraged.
human nature. It's like Lord of the Flies.
But I got so good at vacuuming, and I got this good wet and dry vacuum. So it was just, and then I'd get the kids from the kids' disco
to vacuum the floor.
because the wet and dry vacuum was amazing. It just suck up anyone. One day, so the kids are there. I put a record on the thing, and they just run around like nuts. And then one day, these kids saw me vacuuming the bar area, and could I have a go? And I went, yeah, sure. It was like Tom Sawyer's Fence. All these kids were having a go with the vacuum. So I just sat there back and watched the kids doing the
Wearing
vacuum.
your blue coat, loving yourself sick.
I remember the maitre d' just came down and he looked in and he just went, muttered something under his breath, and just walked out.
Good times.
That's what happens when you're a people pleaser. Mm-hmm. You should take a leaf.
Okay, kids, that's it for the day. Come back tomorrow for more. But Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor.